to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a special edition of the OTT Sports Network Broadcasting. I'm Harry Haviland. I'm alongside Josh Hoffman. I've got John Stetson with me. We are now at the Edge Ice Arena in Littleton, Colorado. It's home of the Hawks, but today it is the Rocky Mountain Oilers taking on the Denver Fire. This is a charity tournament. It's a bunch of old men skating around. We're going to hope there's no heart attacks, but we know that if there is, these guys can protect us. It's all for charity. Who's the charity here, Hoff?
South Denver, South Metro Firefighters.
South Metro Firefighters, the heroes of the community. But before we even get any further, I want to talk about a specific hero. The firefighters do a lot for us. Our military does everything for us. But Mira Nygaard, happy birthday to you today. And you have been doing charity more than anybody else because you've got that short little bald pudgy guy that you have been taking care of for so long. And we just want to give you a complete shout out right now. Stetson's going to take the mic and continue this one on.
Well, I've been dealing with Ryan Nygaard here for a couple years, and the only word I can come to that is the most PC thing we can say is special. He's very, very special. And I don't mean that in a naughty way or a nice way. He's just a special human being.
And I don't know what she sees in him. I mean, he's short, he's fat, he's bald, and I've showered with the guy. I played hockey with him for years, and there's definitely nothing special about that.
Well, I mean, Haviland, I'm not going to lie. I think that she did some stuff in high school. I think maybe she robbed the bank, did some embezzlement or something like that, and he had some serious dirt on her. And that's why they got married. I think that he was like, hey, I'm going to take this public, and I got the video, and I got everything, and I think that's it was blackmail. That's it.
It is. Mira, either way, happy birthday to you. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We're kicking it live here, OTT Sports Network with you. We are at the Edge Ice Arena. Go hockey, let's go. I just hope both teams have fun. In the white, it looks like they're wearing Freedom Fuels jerseys, but they're called the Rocky Mountain Oilers. In the black, we've got Denver Metro Fire.
All right, getting ready for face-off here.
Hockey is set to take place, and it is a beautiful Saturday afternoon. You guys are going to have to help me out with the players. I know them all when they're standing against the glass, but who's at center right now? He lost that draw because he's a bum. Matt Wolf loses the draw, but the firefighters control. They try and put it up the right boards. Sending that one in deep. It goes into the corner. Goalie coming out. Petro misses that one. High backhand shot by the goaltender off the glass. It's kept in by the firefighters. They whiff on a shot and being pressured into the corner here. Rocky Mountain Oilers putting up the disgraceful effort that we expected.
I don't know if this is nerves or just, jitters. It's, first game of the day.
First game, and then they send an icing all the way down, but apparently it was deflected. The firefighters pick it up behind their net, coming out of the corner, put one up off the boards. That one gets sent all the way down. There's going to be an icing call on that. And the firefighters going back in for a defensive zone draw. The Rocky Mountain Oilers going to make some changes here and go in trying to pressure up on the O.
So it looks like Matt Wolf put on the full birdcage after the NOV guy smoked him in the hack and whack on a Friday. Those NOV guys, you just can't trust them. Oh, by the way, FNOV.
I heard they got great lawyers.
I heard that they have some lawyers, but I cannot confirm nor deny such allegations.
That was JJ at the draw. He won that one. They send one in. It goes just off the post and wide. Picked up by the firefighters, trying to break their way out of their own zone. They skip that one across the blue line. It's the center, back over to the Rocky Mountain Oilers. Picking this up in the D zone. That looks like Dan over in that corner.
Dan Petrick, yep.
Dan Petrick sends one. They tip it. They wave off icing as it goes in deep into the corner. Oilers there first, trying to backhand that one out. It's easily intercepted by the firefighting team.
We got Dan Petrick, Andy Evans, JJ. This is a solid line we got here.
Oh, and the firefighters, thinking there's a cat up in the tree, they try and knock it down with a puck. But instead, it's going to be a whistle down. It's going to be another draw in the offensive zone for the Oilers.
Haviland, I don't know if you know the status on the injury of David Wilcox with a hangnail from the last game. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, was that when he tried to do a backflip on a jet ski and he landed in the sand because he doesn't know how to ride a jet ski?
He is special. Not as special as Nygaard, but pretty close.
Here comes JJ. He's in on the offensive attack. putting the forecheck on. He gets a shot off. It goes off the post. It's off the boards. Sending this one wide down into the corner. Andy Evans with it, putting it towards the front. JJ with another backhand. Still skating around, reminiscing when he used to play college hockey. He's like, I'm not nearly as good as I used to be.
I heard he's the best bench player in the league in college. That's what I heard.
He's got it behind the net, sends that one to the center. It's picked up in the slot. From the circle, another shot. The Oilers all over the Firefighters here to start this first period. We got 12:05 left to go. First period action here at the Edge Ice Arena. The OTT Sports Network is the only place you're going to find this. And the goalie finds that puck. It's in between his pads.
And the shot there was from Mitch Anderson. And I just talked to his mom, and she actually said that he is definitely not the number one son.
Is she a baker?
She's right there. We can interview her between periods.
We should interview. I think she might be a baker because what I just saw, that muffin flying towards the net, she passed that down to her son.
I know his father, Dave, and Dave would definitely say his son is soft. That's what he would say.
Todd Wolf with the white cage from 1983 skating around there. Blue helmet, white cage. Playing right wing. Pass across, and this one gets flipped up. They gain the zone, working their way across.
Oh, look at that. An Alaskan with the puck.
Oh, a nice sliding block there by the Firefighters. They pick that one up, comes back out to the point. That one skips across the blue line, but the Firefighters are racing for it. Who's in net here for the Oilers?
This is Tyler Pereira.
Tyler Pereira.
Tyler's been our.
He gets his first touch on the puck. Yeah, please. I got a tab. Throw it on my tab. The OTT Sports Network is respected here. We've got a tab running. It's all good. Coming in again. Oh, Oilers with a skip through the crease. Back out to the blue line. Kept in. Fired around the boards. Coming around the far side. The Firefighters pick it up. Looking to hose their opponents as they bring this one through center ice. Back up in front of the Oilers bench, picked up by the Firefighters. Back over to Todd Wolf. He comes in onside. Wolf has this one on his forehand. Drop that one across the dot instead of taking the shot. I've seen him take a lot of shots in his life, but never one off of a hockey stick. Coming back in, here come the Oilers. Freedom Fuel jerseys on. Hoffman, I don't know if you want to comment on that.
Gunnar Merrick with the, he's got a tough job tonight. He's got Wolfie and he's got Dante Robinson.
Firefighters in and a big save. Kicking that one out with the right pad. It goes back in front of the Firefighters bench.
You know, like Tyler Pereira, he's been our Rocky Mountain Oilers goalie ever since Nygaard, basically gave up on us. 10 to win was always a tough goal for us, but now that we got Tyler, it's more of a 3 to 4 goal. That's about all we got to get.
You don't need 10 to win.
We don't need 10 to win. So it's he's been a great addition to the team. We love him. He's I think this is his second or third firefighter. He plays the dog bowl with us as well. Just a beauty of a human being. I think his nickname is Pepe.
Pepe, all right, we're going to call him Pepe for the rest of the night.
Little Pepe action.
9:08 left to go on the run clock, first period here at the Edge. The OTT's bringing it to you. There's going to be a defensive zone draw, and that one's won back by the Firefighters.
Oh, yeah.
Comes back across the line, skating after it is a little leprechaun-looking motherfucker.
Yes.
Oh, I can't say that. We're still a PG broadcast.
Yes, we are, yes.
There's some kids watching.
We call him Red. Red's our friend. Red's not Denver Fire's friend. You guys will learn that very quickly.
A big offensive effort in there.
Yeah,
he almost poked his stick up there and then skated around the guy like he was just in the way.
Oh, yeah.
Coming around the blue line, Petrick.
Oh.
This guy has burned me so many times in shitty hockey as he skates around, making that pass into the corner. The Oilers got that control.
If you ever wanted to see the definition of effort, Dan Petrick would be it.
Oh, I've seen the definition of effort when he's burning me a shinny. I just go lean on the bench every time he picks up the puck.
Right.
And then Nygaard gets scored on.
Oh, come on!
A shot goes in, that goes wide of the net. It's behind the back. And here comes the Firefighters. They put it back behind, trying to clean this one out of their own zone.
Here we go, Newsom.
Touchdown and into the corner.
Anthony Newsom joins us for his third consecutive season with the Firefighter Tournament. Great defenseman, even better forward.
Into the corner, skating
got Wolfie
around.
in the corner, coming out, and Epsky with the puck.
That's not Wolfie.
That's Matt Wolf.
Oh, Matt Wolf, sorry.
Yep.
We got two Wolves on the team.
We got two Wolfies.
Matt Wolf and a Todd Wolf. You'll notice the difference, folks, because Matt Wolf is way better than Todd Wolf. Matt Wolf is in the red helmet handling the puck right now. He comes out to the top of the circle. Makes that drop pass back. It's a little bit outside the line. Circling back around, Dan Patrick coming in. He sees his line. He comes in, takes a shot. He was looking short side there, sends that one wide. The Firefighters are going to send it the length of the ice. 200 feet the other direction is where we're going to go with 7:10 left to go. First period action here at the Edge Ice Arena, OTT Sports Network. I'm Harry Haviland, Josh Hoffman kicking it with me. John Stetson gone to go get us more drinks. I hope you're having some fun this Saturday afternoon.
It's a 0-0 game.
Vodka.
Oh, vodka, but he didn't bring lime. That's okay. Oh, she squeezed the limes. Stetson knows the bartender here really well. Shout out to the penalty box. First period action brought to you by the penalty box here at Edge Ice Arena. The bartenders are unbelievable. They've been taking care of us. We were down in the locker rooms earlier.
I heard Adamski fuck the barmaid here once. But
there goes our PG broadcast.
Happens to be a guy, but that's not the point.
It was a mustache rub.
You know what? It was a mustache ride. He said free mustache rides, and I said okay. You know what? Whatever
were you the bartender?
No, I was not the bartender. But Matty Ice was like, I want to go for a free mustache ride. The guy was wearing a T-shirt that said I'm the barmaid and free mustache rides, and Matty Ice said, okay, I'm in for a mustache ride.
All right, mustache rides all along. You drop the flower off of your microphone. That's okay. It's on the ground. We're going back with an icing call after the Firefighters dumped it to the end of the ice. J.J. Jeremiah Jones going to be taking this face-off draw deep in the offensive zone. He loses that one cleanly, but the Oilers control, take a shot in. That one's deflected wide of the net, back over into the corner, up off the boards. The Firefighters trying to get it out. Denver Fire can't get it through the neutral zone as it's taken back away by the Oilers. Gaining the offensive zone, making that pass into the high slot. Can't control it. It's taken back by the Firefighters. Coming through center ice across the blue line. A shot comes in and Pepe makes this save. Winding up behind his own net. Andy Evans coming clean through neutral territory. Makes that pass up there in the offensive zone. Can't make the pass in front, circling around, trying to drop this one off as the Oilers are making changes. Sends it to the front of the net. Another shot goes in. Goalie with a quick save. Second shot attempt. Pad save by the goaltender. A third rebound comes out. They take the shot and he makes another save.
Just a flurry of saves there. That was beauty.
This goaltender, he's looking like Aiden Hill there in the net with a Golden Knights jersey on.
I don't know who's managing the team down there, but I'm really impressed with the lines. You know, I love the balance. You know, this line here, this is definitely our grinder line. You got Dante Robinson, Todd Wolf, and Gunnar Merrick, you know, the young guy, stepping up for the old guys here. And
Todd Wolf with the 1-T attempt. He misses on that one. The Firefighters take it out of the zone. Wolf intercepts at center ice. That one sneaks across the blue line. Is back in deep. The Oilers check up on side. Back over to the Firefighters. They send it through across the blue line. Another one comes in, but the Firefighters control inside their own zone. Making that pass up off the boards. They're going to send this one the length of the ice. And we got another icing call on our hands.
So, I mean, back to the who's managing the team, I think the answer would be definitely Jesus. I think it's like the blind leading the blind right now on these teams. I don't know. Again, hey guys, follow me.
I never went to church. Is Jesus blind?
Jesus could be blind. Baby Jesus.
He's got good enough flow to be a hockey player.
Yeah, he does have flow. He does have flow.
Coming back here, the Oilers pick it up. Patrick's got it. He drops that one back out to center ice. That one gets tipped through. The Firefighters pick it up. Guy blown around with no shield on. The Firefighters must have great dental coverage.
It's a government job.
They're like teachers, right?
Exactly.
I mean, they rescue people and they save cats from trees and picking around at it at center ice back into the zone. Pepe's not going to touch that one. Comes back into the stick of the Oilers D-man. Sends it out across the blue line. Pass through center ice. Now they're racing in after it. The Fire goalie dumps that one back out. Making the pass up off the boards just down below the press box, trying to enter the zone. They can't get it. Todd Wolf has it back on his stick. Into the corner they go, Firefighters. I thought that you guys were playing down, or this team was playing down. The Firefighters seem to be holding their own.
You know, it's a 0-0 game, and again, this is pretty pathetic for the Rocky Mountain Oilers.
Well, and then as you say that, they get a backdoor tap in, and it is a 1-0
I'm not going to
game.
lie. So that guy is actually from Anchorage, Alaska. So no surprise that he got a goal there. I'm just saying the talent in Alaska is pretty solid.
Did he star in that movie Mystery Alaska? I remember watching that one. Russell Crowe?
You know, he skated the rivers once or twice. Except for he tried to do it in the summertime. I don't know how that worked out.
Still looking for his skates to this day. It's a 1-0 game with 1:43 left to go here in the first period.
And we have...
you can add the one there.
There we go.
There. Look at that. We got the scoreboard up on the clock for you. The OTT Sports Network, never here to disappoint. We're going to bring all our fans worldwide. A shot comes in. Firefighters get that one deflected in high. It comes back out towards the point.
Where's Dad?
Hi, Bubba.
Tip back in. Here comes the Oilers trying to break it out of their own zone. Collected at neutral territory. Back in. The Oilers looking to pick this one up. 1:12 left to go, first period. And the Firefighters clean up in the offensive zone. Send it over to the far side. Can't take that one away as the Oilers. And here come the Firefighters. They try and center that one in. The shot gets deflected. Centering pass is missed. They call off icing. Goes in. The goalie touches up on it. It's behind the net. Oilers with the pressure. The Firefighters get it back out of their own end. Patrick back at his own end. Sends that one off a skate. It gets picked up by the Firefighters at center ice, then stolen away. A centering pass, breakaway attempt, and the Oilers screw it up, but they still get a shot on net. This goaltender has been doing well. He's been shutting them down. All of the play has been in this end.
Well, from a goaltender standpoint, it's tough to stop a guy from Alaska to get a goal against him. So you can't fault that Firefighter goaltender at all for that.
They're going to have to defend on this one as time's winding down the first period. Shot comes in from the point. It goes off the glass with 7 seconds winding off this first period. Centering pass all the way out of the zone. This one's going to kill off the clock. And the first frame is done as the buzzer sounds. 1-0 for the Rocky Mountain Oilers over the Firefighters. We got 3 periods coming at you here, the OTT Sports Network. I'm Harry Haviland, John Stetson, Josh Hoffman, and Tristan. Tristan is here. We got to turn the camera around and never see Tristan. He's the one pushing the buttons here for you guys.
Good thing they.
What's up, Tristan? Wave. Hi. Hi.
Good thing Josh is not his dad. That's the good news. So the kid looks pretty good. Wow. And we don't know who the dad is for him yet. We'll talk to Ashley.
I'm sure it's not Hoffman because that kid's already taller
Ashley
than
will
Hoffman.
come by here at some point, and we'll talk to Ashley about who the dad is.
It's been a fun period. I mean, we got viewers worldwide. Looking at this right now, we got 28,432 viewers.
You got to come up. So we're going to go ahead and interview one of the mothers of Mitch Anderson here, and she's going to talk about how she has 2 sons, and obviously the one that's playing tonight is definitely not the number 1 son. He's fallen into the number 3 spot, even though they only have 2 children. So go ahead, Brenda. Go ahead and talk about how there was a switch up at birth for Mitch.
No, there was not a switch up at birth.
So
that's exactly what we needed to be.
I talked to Dave, his dad, and his dad said he is definitely not my son. That's what Dave told me, and I don't know.
Well, Dave is mistaken.
Well,
because you know what? He takes after his mom.
Oh boy. You know,
I did not hear a word of that, but play is back underway here, second period. And I'm gonna have to I think I heard what I heard, but I don't want to say it again live. Second period action coming at you from Edge Ice Arena. It's brought to you by Suntown Sparkling, Colorado's own CBD sparkling water. 10 milligrams of CBD in every can just for that all-day happy hour. It's pressure in the zone here. Oh, my wife's here. Hi. I thought Stetson was grabbing my. Oh wait, this is still a PG broadcast.
It's still a PG broadcast. I'm not sure what I just saw, but I saw it.
JJ trying to make this pass
Oh,
out.
here
He
we
gets
go.
it and coming
Here
in
we
on
go,
a partial
Wilcox.
breakaway.
And if anybody can mess it up, it will be Wilcox.
Oh, defensive action there. The puck comes back and they're looking for the shot in front. He doesn't get that one off. Waits a little bit too long. And now that my wife is here, I'm saying, if you wait a little bit longer, sometimes they're happier. But that goalie was not impressed.
Well, Wilcox was the one with the puck on that. That explains it all. Those Halliburton guys.
Oh,
They're
Dante.
trying to make this one work, but coming back out.
Dante's got to get on the horse here.
Shot and a pad save. That goalie kicks it out with a
Great
left pad.
save.
Sending this one back out. Here come the Firefighters through center ice, making the pass across, 1-on-4. Does a little bit of Savardian spin around
Here we go.
action.
Here's a Special Olympics player right here, boys. Todd Wolf.
If this was water polo, that would have been the perfect play. But it wasn't, and Todd Wolf screwed it up.
Yeah.
Well, Todd thought it was a basketball game.
The water
gotta
is
be-
frozen.
You guys all had that same white cage in 1984 when you were playing too,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I had that same Jofa bucket. Yeah.
Wolfie's still out there on the right wing. The faceoff is just outside of the Firefighters zone. That one gets one back by the Oilers. They gain the zone. Petrick coming in, takes a shot, sends that one wide.
Get the swing and miss.
Still trying to control this one inside. It's Todd Wolf making the pass back into the corner, and this fourth line Grinder team is definitely not their scoring line.
No, this is a.
How many people are watching?
28,432 people watching right now, including, wow, look in this right now. There's a submarine, a USS Trump just surfaced in Japan. So they didn't have Wi-Fi underwater. They just surfaced in Japan to get on this broadcast. Welcome to the USS Trump. All of you sailors in that sub coming up, getting some air. We've got people across the globe, OTT Worldwide, coming at you here from Edge Ice Arena.
Great D2D pass. Loving the breakout system here. You know,
They've been practicing this. You've been coaching their practices, right, Hoff?
we've been talking about these things in the locker room. Yeah, we draw them up on the board every pregame, and you know.
The great news is Josh Hoffman's going to get canned at the end of this season. So the Rocky Mountain Oilers might start winning some games with a different GM in place.
He's one conky away from a wheelchair. I mean, come on, give the guy a break.
I mean, he's not by your retarded, but he's pretty close.
Oh, no, we're definitely not PG anymore. You can't say that these days.
Well,
Tipped
right
by
when Todd Wolf touches the puck, I can say that.
Yeah, you can. He tips that one deep into the offensive zone. Here we go. The Oilers trying to get themselves set up. They fire this one up the boards. The Firefighters can't get it out. Using their long hoses, they end up getting that one through to center
neutral
ice.
zone regroup.
A bad
turnover.
pass. Circling back around, sending that one up deep, making the pass back. Todd Wolf mishandles
little
that,
confusion
and he
at the
tries to
bench
hit his
there.
own guy as he's going for a change. Through center, Petrick. That's going to be an offside call. They're going to check up on side here.
Oh,
Making
here
a
it goes.
pass through center. Here comes the Leprechaun. He never gets on the defensive end of the ice ever.
Oh, no.
And he still screws that one up. Shot going into the corner. The Oilers pressuring. Going around, making those passes. Here's the better Wolf in the corner.
Better
Still-
Wolf.
Still good. Well, can we not call him the
Oh,
better
no.
Wolf?
I'm
Shot.
seeing red. Red's getting red. We could have
Yeah.
a number 2 go into the penalty box here soon.
That one's going all the way down, but that's off the stick
loud.
of the Oilers.
A lot of jaw jacking.
They can't even clear their own zone. There might be some frustration here from the Oilers. Pepe making another save. Oilers pick
Oh,
this
here we
one up.
go.
Here come Leprechaun.
Takes it wide. Nice, nice.
That's a Leprechaun, right?
Yep, that's red.
Shot comes in, and it's
What a
tipped.
pass.
This goaltender is making some saves.
He's playing out of his mind.
Back behind the net. Here comes Wolf. He's circling. He's looking. Centering pass and another shot. That one's blockered down into the corner by the goaltender wearing black. They're trying to make the same attempt. That one's deflected and intercepted. Trying to make their way out of their own zone now. Here comes the Firefighters. But Wolf's got it. Back out to the point. Backhand pass across. Petra's got it. Patrick deflected shot. That one goes up into the mesh and out of play.
Denver Fire surely brought the right goalie today. I mean, the guy is on fire. Just, I don't know how many shots we're at, but it's a lot.
What we need to do right now is go set a car on fire, so these guys got to leave the ice.
Well, I mean, it's the Rocky Mountain Oilers are struggling right now. Definitely not the right squad.
Dude, every time you say that, they score.
Yeah,
but,
so let's keep the negativity coming. I like it.
but the Rocky Mountain Oilers were also just crushing beers before this game, too. So the save is made. Another one here with 8:10 left to go. Second period runtime action at the Edge Ice Arena on the OTT Sports Network.
You got poor JJ here. He doesn't even know what to do about a face-off. He's not familiar with it. First time ever doing it. Oh, there we go. And he actually wins.
He wins one back. It comes in the shot. Comes in.
And Alan Clark with a solid chest center mass. I don't think he understands here, Haviland, that we're not hunting. So center mass is not where you want to shoot the puck.
Does JJ know that you can get a bubble that doesn't have to stick out 14 inches from your face on that cage?
I don't know if JJ knows a lot. Let's be honest here.
JJ did grow up under large power lines.
The power lines are working as they're digging in deep, but once again with 7:21 left on this clock in the second period.
And JJ did say that he has a third testicle because of the power lines. So I'm not really sure what that entails, but we just go with it.
I hope my nieces in Massachusetts are watching. And now my sister has to explain to them a bunch of new things because Stetson's got a microphone in his hand.
Well, that was your own fault, Haviland, for giving me the microphone.
I actually didn't give it to you. Hoffman did.
Well, no one's ever accused Hoffman of being smart either, so I'm just saying.
I already talked about his conkeys in the wheelchair, so.
I'm actually still in the first period in this conversation. I'm sorry.
Have you changed the period on the?
So
on the
Hoffman's had a couple.
Probably not.
Hoffman's
he doesn't
had a
know how to
couple.
do it. It's okay. I'm not going to make him do that.
Yeah, Hoffman's
we
had a
are
couple
in the second
concussions.
period. The score is up on the clock. It's 1-0. The Rocky Mountain Oilers are leading. It's 6:26 left to go. Second period action. I think the third period goes to a 15-minute stop clock. If anything was to be said about the first game that we just watched, the Colorado Avalanche alumni team, that was fun to watch. They went into a shootout just before us.
That was good. Kyle Quincy wearing the firefighter helmet and got the goal in the shootout. It was pretty good shot.
Kyle Quincy, what a bum. Speaking of bums,
Well,
you got to bring up Kyle Quincy.
you know, he looked a lot younger with no beard.
He did. He was looking good out there. He had the firefighter helmet. I think he had a couple of goals too. So.
And I'm not going to lie, the Colorado alumni, they actually had a coach on the bench. Maybe that's a problem.
In a full suit?
In a full suit. There's no coach on the bench for the Rocky Mountain Oilers. Maybe that's why they're struggling.
That's why they kicked all of us up here to the broadcast booth.
Oh, Mitch Anderson with the flop of the one-timer.
Here the Oilers
Gunnar Merrick with the puck.
They're pressing it in the offensive zone. It's taken away by the Oilers. They steal it back. Another shot coming back. And tip doesn't get through. They got another chance here. He takes another shot. And once again, the firefighter goalie coming up big, keeping this a 1-0 game.
So
5:06 left to go.
I will go ahead and invite everybody to Gunnar Merrick, number 6 on the Rocky Mountain Oilers with the bubble there. The only goal for the Rocky Mountain Oilers is getting married this summer in Homer, Alaska. So I'll go ahead and invite anyone who wants to go to Homer, Alaska, go ahead and crash his wedding. Feel free to crash his wedding. If you're in Homer, Alaska, reach out and I'll get you the dates and the venue.
Why don't we take the OTT jet up there and why don't we just go?
I think we take the jet.
Are you talking PJ?
Yeah, the OTT has a PJ. It flies me from here to Colorado Springs because I ain't driving that I-25 bullshit.
What a cluster, yeah.
Tipped in, and it's deep in the zone. They're trying to get another one off. Here comes the goaltender with another save, but the Oilers circling around back out to the point. They got another shot attempt. They send that one wide. Todd Wolf in the corner. He's got some time with this puck. And Wolfie centering pass picked off.
So is Mitch Anderson playing defense out here?
Nobody's playing defense.
He lined up as the defense there, and he was down at the goal line. I was just wondering.
Have you seen anybody play defense for the Oilers yet? They're defensed up in their own zone here as the Firefighters are pressing. They flip that one towards the center of the ice. It's gloved down. Another shot and a goal. We got ourselves a tie game.
We got a game.
The Firefighters are putting out the flame and they tie it up 1-1 with 3:30 left to go.
No goal. No goal. They you know what? They called definitely called
hand pass.
Yes. Wow.
Oh my God. We're gonna have to cut my old goal calling thing out of this broadcast in post production.
Hand pass.
I already called a hand pass.
They called Siberia, man, and they did the instant replay, and Siberia said no goal.
That is Hockey Central Siberia, right?
Siberia. Yep.
This one brings it outside the zone. The Oilers control off the face-off, making the pass up, coming across the blue line. He's got some room. Looks to take the shot. The goalie making another save. Gets the second one off his pad and saves it. 2:44 left to go. OTT Sports Network at the edge. And it's a 1-0 hockey game. Oilers in the lead.
So I think we need to get Cassie Adamski up here for an interview after the game and talk about what a loser her husband is. What a loser. Like, just an absolute loser.
That one didn't go in. That one sneaks past.
Cassie, we need an interview after the game. After the game.
Or right now.
Oh, Cassie, come on up now.
After the period. Let her eat her hot dog, man.
Oh, we know she's not doing that at home.
Wow. John Stetson on the mic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Harry Haviland. I'm the other guy that's calling this one. The Oilers trying to send that pass. It comes back out to the point. Stepping into the top of the circle, tries to deke his way around that one. Has it in the corner. The Oilers still controlling. Pressuring up against the boards. Takes it out to the center of the ice. The Firefighters try to take that one around. But Dan still gets his shot off. Back into the corner. The Oilers. Tip shot goes over the crossbar back into the corner. Pitching at the point, making the pass in. That one's picked off and sent the length of the ice. No icing call on that one. It was on the right side of the red line, back behind their own net, and skating his way up. I know he could just wheel if he wanted to. He doesn't. He tries to make the pass across, but the Leprechaun was caught at center ice. Doesn't catch that one. It comes all the way around the other side. Tip in front of the net. Keith with a shot and another save.
Ginger Keith with a weak shot.
Shots on net, 412-2 right now.
Well, Ginger Keith just shot that puck, and a muffin would be an improvement. That was the saddest shot I've ever seen in my life.
That's what you get for being a redhead.
Yeah, I mean, redheads do not belong in ice hockey. That's the facts.
Go back to collecting your pots of gold and stuff. I mean, back in his own zone, tipped off the boards. Here come the Rocky Mountain Oilers. They send that one in deep. Picked up by the Firefighters. They got a 1-0 lead they're trying to dig themselves out of. There's 25 seconds left to go here in the second period. Back out to center ice. The Oilers pick it up. It's intercepted. And here are the Firefighters taking the shot in. Pepe with the tip over to this side. Back in front. Picked up by the Oilers again. Going around. Backhand shot across the boards. This is just going to kill off the rest of the period here. The buzzer's going to sound. We got ourselves a 1-0 game going into the third. The Oilers expected to be a lot more dominant here. But they're definitely not playing up to their status. Third period's coming at you here, coming up soon. It's brought to you by RJ Hose. If you need your hose lengthened, I know the guys to talk to. You need your hose shortened. Nobody needs that. If you need a bigger hose, whatever you need, these guys at RJ Hose can get you. They're the high-pressure hose professionals. And I've got a guy here that can talk about your hose.
You know, Trevor, I don't like to talk about that in a public forum.
All right, no hose talk
No
on
hose
the
talk
broadcast,
today.
but third period action will be coming at you. It's going to be 12 minutes of stop time. We are still here, the OTT Sports Network, kicking it live at the Edge Ice Arena. Hoppins on the mic. We got Stetson with them. And what you guys thinking about this game?
You know, there's been a lot of conversations prior to this game that we're sandbagging. You know, we're really in the wrong division. I'm just really happy that it's a 1-0 game. We played a classy team in Denver Fire. There hasn't been any shenanigans. And I couldn't be more happy about my team that's out there. They're representing the Freedom Fields jersey as well. They're representing Rocky Mountain Oilers. You know, I just can't be more
You're such a polite
enthusiastic
guy.
for 'em.
If I was to say that, I'd be like, these guys are playing like shit.
I'm not going to lie, Trevor, you can back me up or disagree with me here, but I'm rooting for the firefighter team here. Like, the oil and gas team is just garbage. Like, you got, looks like David Wilcox there on the wing, Jeremiah Jones at the center. Andy Evans, you know, he's a good player. Mitch Anderson and Alan Clark there for D. Garbage players, absolute garbage. Andy Evans, best player out there. Rest of the team, garbage.
But what has he done? He hasn't done shit for the first two periods. They're only leading 1-0. We're heading ourselves into the third period. He tries to make a tip in there, and the goaltender makes another save.
You know, Trevor, he was there for moral support, and that means a lot.
JJ's got a shot opportunity.
Oh, there you
He
go.
takes it.
Hey, swing and a miss. JJ didn't even hit the net on that puck.
It was 14.74 inches wide of the crossbar.
I mean, yeah, you know, JJ thought we were playing soccer.
Oh, another shot comes in.
This line is grinding.
They
Grinder.
they are grinders, but they are garbage.
Not a lot of skill.
I mean, look at Wilcox. I mean, he's a Halliburton guy. It's like the blind leading the blind out there, boys.
Going backwards.
With a blind pass up through center. They get it over to Todd Wolf. Todd Wolf racing in at an exponential 14 kilometers an hour. He makes a drop pass off, and they can't even get a shot off because they suck so much. And this one comes out of the zone. It's sent all the way down the ice. That one's going to be waved off. Pepe picks it up, sends it out through center ice. It's tipped up by the firefighters. They're going to try and send that one in deep, but it's picked up again by the Oilers. They got some work to do here. They only got a 1-0 lead with 10-14. I'm going to wait till 10-14 ticks down. 10:40 left to go on the clock. Third period action here. OTT Sports Network, Harry Haviland on the mic with you. The pass comes across. It goes atop the circle and tipped back in.
That was Todd Wolf on that pass. He was probably trying to dump that in the corner.
Is it too late to give Mira another shout out? Happy birthday, Mira. We talked.
Happy birthday to you.
Nobody wants to hear us sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
You're gonna hear us
dear
sing.
Mira. Happy birthday to you.
Your husband's an idiot.
Oh, Haviland, she knows. He's
She
more
knows.
than an idiot.
Like I said, this is all for charity. We're here for the firefighters. We're here. We know what we're doing. Raising some money. There's some auctions going on. There's a bunch of money being spent here. It was packed for the last game when the Avs alumni was playing. But Mira Nygaard, you do more charity work than anybody I know. And another goal goes in. It's 2-0 now, and I guarantee that one with 9:44.
So I just have to point out that that's the second goal for the Alaskan in this game. You know, I don't know what's going on with the Canadian boys and the Colorado boys, Minnesota boys.
Speaking
North
of charity,
Dakota
they're
boys.
giving it to the Alaskan so he can score.
Hey, you know what? It counted.
But we got 2 Alaskans, 1 Canadian,
2 Alaskans, 1 Canadian.
a couple Minnesota boys out here, a couple Penn State boys out here.
Well, the Penn State boys are just here for the touching and the showers.
Do we have anybody from Abu Dhabi? Because we have 1,300 viewers in Abu Dhabi right now that are tuning into this game. It's unbelievable. Looking up here on the stats, the OTT Sports Network going worldwide. Abu Dhabi, we are here. It's the Oilers versus the Firefighters. Thank you for tuning in. And we should get more Abu Dhabi hockey players. Oh, coming through center ice. Here comes the Oilers. They're walking away in. Takes a shot. Another save on the pad and take it away.
Him every year.
Dan Pedrick. This guy might be a good hockey player as he takes another shot and sends that one wide. Out to the red line. Backhand pass over. Here comes the good Wolf again across the red line. Gaining the blue line onside. Looking for a pass. He can't get that one through, but he's still pressuring into the corner. Wolf in the corner, makes the pass, it's back out to the point. Trying to send that one through, but we got a breakaway opportunity here. The Firefighters working their way in, coming out the left boards, pass in front, and
what a save by Pepe.
Beauty save by Pepe. His teammates let him down, but he comes up big.
Huge. Mitch Anderson with the turnover, just like to highlight that defensive effort, getting back. You know, we didn't see that in the first two games. Mitch doesn't like to back check. You know, he's a defenseman, doesn't understand the concept of actually getting back and playing.
Good thing his mom doesn't understand anything about hockey.
When are the next games for this team? This is the first game this team's played. It's a week-long tournament, right?
So we played yesterday, 11 a.m. We played at 6 p.m. last night, and then this is our third game. We play again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Assuming we win tonight and tomorrow, we will be playing in the championship.
Championship, what time is that one?
1:45 tomorrow.
There's a trip coming against the Firefighters. That's a...
Nice dive! Nice dive, Wolf!
Wolf goes down weakly behind the net, and the Firefighters, I mean, they're definitely not putting his house out if it goes up in flames.
We got Andy Evans, David Wilcox, and Mr. JJ.
He goes by JJ or Kiki.
We got Clark and we got Mitch Anderson on the point. You know, this is a great power play. This is PP1, ladies and gentlemen.
Power play opportunity for your Oilers. 8:20 left to go. Third period action here. 2-0. They've got the lead, and they're going after it. They're trying to build on this one where the Firefighters are in the box for the next 2 minutes. They make the pass out back to the point. Go D to D. Looking to set this one up. Centering pass. JJ loses that one in his feet. Trying to go up against the boards. Makes it back out to the blue line. Sending that one across. Again, another shot comes in. Pad save, and this one's whistled down for...
A high stick?
Looks like a high stick.
I believe it was a high stick, but I didn't see
a high stick.
It's still in the offensive zone, so it must have been on Denver.
I think the ref needed a water break.
I mean, I don't like to disparage refs.
Back out. Sends one in. That one goes over the crossbar. Trying to get set up here on the power play. They still got 1:36 left to go with the man advantage. Here comes the Rocky Mountain Oilers. Trying to peel this one out to the blue line. They send it back into the corner. Working off the half wall. Centering pass, and a shot goes under the glove of the goaltender. I can't say enough about this Rocky Mountain goaltender.
I mean, Denver Fire's goalie, yeah, he's on point. He's going to be tired tomorrow, I can guarantee it.
Hopefully there's no kitten stuck in the tree in his neighborhood tomorrow.
Oh man, that kitten's screwed.
They win this one back and send it the length of the ice. No icing called on that as they're still on the penalty kill. 7:34 left to go here in the third period. That pass comes back up through center ice. Back over, Andy Evans circling across the Littleton Hawks logo. He makes his way into the offensive zone, has it, takes a shot, tipped over to the side.
Oh.
I don't think that guy wants anything to do with Andy.
No, that's the wrong guy to be running into.
Shot comes in. JJ can't find the handle on that one. He smacks it down, keeps it inside the blue line. Backhand pass across, looking like he's still playing college. And then the goaltender makes a beauty save on the rip coming in from the right wing, left wing, whatever.
I'm not sure what 82 was thinking there. You know, the credo of the Evans household is Evans don't lose.
I've seen Andy do some.
Yeah.
I've seen him do some crazy things. Like,
Not a household you really want to mess with. You know,
No.
they got that whole family is pretty.
hey, I'm 5'3", 120 pounds. I'm going to pick on this 6'4", 245 guy.
That's right.
But controlling still is the Oilers. They're deep in the offensive zone, centering passes. They've got 31 seconds left on the power play. That one skips all the way back. Todd Wolf on the point. I don't know who's coaching this bench, but Wolf has it now. He flips it over to his forehand. Can't make the play through center ice. That one gets tipped in deep by the Firefighters. Circle around to the far side. Wolf's going to let that one go. Back out to the point. Stepping in across the circle, not looking for a shot. Trying to sneak that one through. Coming around. Far side, and a shot through the slot gets tipped by Wolf wide. Back out to the point and taken away. Here we go. There's
Adamski with the hustle.
yeah. Matty
Hey,
Ice coming back and picking that one up. Wolf trying not to get called on a hooking play there. Backhand comes out and
Patrick's slowing down a little bit.
you think he could do it if he wanted to, and he brings one off the post. The iron sound echoes through the building, and we've got ourselves a 2-0 hockey game. 5:54 left to go, third period action here at the Edge. OTT Sports Network, I'm Harry Haviland, Josh Hoffman on the camera with you guys, and we got Stetson stepping back into the mic. We're having some fun. Out to the point, stolen away, but he knocks his stick out of his hand. Patrick still has it. He's looking for it. The pass up into the blue line, walking up to the top of the circles, takes the shot into the corner. The good Wolf centering pass. Another shot comes in, and I want to call them the Golden Knights. Like they look like the Vegas Golden Knight jerseys.
They do.
But the Firefighters here are holding their own. They've been peppered all game long. This goalie, I want to buy him a beer at the end of this one. He makes another save as he kicks that one over into the corner. The puck goes behind the net. Over to the far side. The Knights are the first ones to it, passing it in behind the net. Now the Oilers with a centering pass on the backhand. Making that.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And he doesn't even whistle it down. The Oilers still trying to dig for it.
Right, you got Red down there just hustling, but no production out of that guy. Just all effort.
He was still up at the blue line thinking that he was going for a change, and he's like, hey, the goalie let that one go.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's the ginger rage is coming out.
Yes. I'm actually shocked he hasn't been put in the box just yet.
I heard he paid off the ref before the game.
With his pot of gold. Coming in, takes a shot. Looking top corner, sends
Had a
that
great
one
look
wide.
at the net there.
Back in, glove down by the Oilers. They're going to take this one out to the blue line, circling in on the back check. On the backhand. Taken away. Here come the Firefighters. They're working their way in, 3-on-2. Backhand pass goes through the slot over into the corner. Back out to the point, they shoot one in. Firefighters have it behind the net, but then it's picked up by the Oilers. Trying to send him, and here comes the good Wolf. 1-on-0, and he gets stoned. Taken away at the blue line. Coming in for another attempt. The Oilers still on the pressure here. Centering pass and a shot. That one comes through, and they get the goal. It's a 3-0 hockey game.
I just
folks,
want to
with
point out the Alaskans
4:08.
were there for moral support.
4:08 left to go. Third period action.
I don't even
Stetson's
know
here
what to
for
say
moral
about-
support.
Yeah, I don't know what this Alaskan love fest thing is going on, but yeah.
I'm just saying, Josh Hoffman, that the Alaskans know how to play hockey compared to Colorado.
Aren't they trying to make Alaska the 51st state?
53rd.
53rd state, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not good at math. I'm not a math guy.
I think you're thinking of Canada there, Heavy.
Coming around and sending it up deep. Here comes Evans. Oh, they're going to call him offside on that? He might fight the ref. We're waiting to hear what's going to happen.
We got a penalty here.
I don't know what they're calling here. Is that a penalty?
We got a tripping.
We got a tripping call. He's
If
going
he's
in.
not running his mouth, he's tripping people.
Going into the box. The Firefighters have 3:51 left to go. They're trailing 3-0 here in the third period, but they're on the power play. Here come the Oilers
We might
trying
have to go and watch what's going on in the box here. There's a lot of chip chatter going back and forth.
It looks like Mitch Anderson pissed someone off, but that's not shocking.
No, that's a typical Mitch Anderson move there.
Patrick
That's
making
why
a
we
pass
have him.
across. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were talking. I didn't want to
sorry.
interrupt. But the play is going on the offensive zone. They're shorthanded, but still pressuring in the corner. The Oilers have the puck, trying to control this one. Back out to the point. JJ has it. Tries to clap one in. That one's deflected high into the stands.
Trevor, I'm not really sure why he wound up for the slap shot on that. He had absolutely zero room to wind up for that.
It's because he's still thinking about how good he used to be.
That's right.
He was never good.
He's thinking about how good he used to be.
I've known Jeremiah Jones for a good 35, 40 years, and yeah, he's never been good. It's getting worse as he goes older.
Well, he is proving your point here today.
Yeah, I think he thought his feet were moving, but they actually weren't.
Off the boards, coming out of the zone. Here come Firefighters still with 1:17 left to go in the power play. The Oilers turn it back into their own, or into the offensive zone. Putting a little bit of pressure on, but not too much as that one gets sent around the offside, and that's going to be an icing call. No, Pepe touches up on it.
Nope, Haviland, they're letting him play the game. Letting him play the game.
Out to center. Pass across and coming in, and he rips one.
That was an absolute cannon. Good thing they're not doing drug testing in this league.
No, for sure. I was downstairs when he was shooting needles in his ass earlier before the game.
No random drug testing for this tournament, thank God. The Rocky Mountain Oilers would be SOL on that deal.
Staying on side and coming across, keeping this one back over Eddie with a shot.
See, it's all about the roids these days, boys. It's all about the roids.
We've got ourselves a Mark McGuire episode here going on for you baseball fans. Hoffman's still on the camera. We've only got a 1-0 game, but he should have wrapped that up for 3-0. But it's okay. The OTT Sports Network, we're always bringing up rookies here. We're looking for the next people to bring this generation of broadcasting to the world.
You know, I just want to apologize on the camera work. We a lot of distractions going on. My son's right in front of me. Stetson's my other son.
Hold on, the mailman's son. Let's clarify.
Who's also standing in my way. But you know, it's okay. We're getting through this.
Again, the mailman's son.
Yes.
I don't know whose kid he is, but he can deliver a UPS package, I'm telling you right now. Shot goes in. Here are the Oilers trying to get out of their own zone with only 1:12 left to go here, third period. They've got the 3-0 lead. A trip goes down there, but nobody's going to call that action. Picked back up by the Firefighters coming in.
Oh, let's see. Is Mitch Anderson going to give him a slash here? Nope.
Stuck away and taken away. Holding it in behind his own zone, looking for that big, long lead pass. It's not happening, so it comes up through center ice. The Oilers working their way through, trying to get pushed down.
So I think the Rocky Mountain Oilers should pull the goalie right now.
With 34 seconds left to go, it wouldn't be a bad thing. They're not even trying to take another shot. They do, and then he gets knocked down in front.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like that was a dive. I think they should.
Two for embellishment?
I think they should take Gunnar Merrick there for 2 minutes for embellishment. I mean, that was just horrible, piss poor display.
Wait, what game? Is this a soccer game or is this basketball? What are we playing?
I mean, with that display, I would call this a basketball game.
LeBron goes down, and they're going to.
There's no way they're calling that. That is just a horrible call by the Zebras. Zebras with a horrible call. I mean, they're down by 3 goals with 26.4 seconds left here, and Gunnar Merrick takes a dive. 100% a dive.
Looking like the Rocky Mountain Oilers are dressed up in lion costumes, chasing these Zebras down for the last of this period.
I mean, it's a sad display.
26 seconds left to go, 3-0 game. The Oilers kick it back on the back end. They're behind the net. Here comes the Firefighters trying to get out of their own zone, setting something up on the power play with limited time left here in the third. They come in offside.
I think we're going to have to get Cassie Adamski up here for an interview after the game and talk about what a pathetic loser her husband is.
Let's do it.
I think that she'll interview after the game for sure.
Let's do it.
And you know what? We can actually get a Hoffman's wife up here too. Yep. You get an interview after the game.
We're going to keep this rolling.
Yeah, we're absolutely going to keep this rolling.
The OTT Sports Network
go.
never quits. We are here.
Game over.
Charity hockey game over. It's a 3-0 win for the Rocky Mountain Oilers over the Firefighters, but you are still here. Harry Haviland on the mic, John Stetson, Josh Hoffman. We're going to bring some people up.
All right, we're going to get Cassie Adamski's going to come up here and interview here real quick. All right, Cassie, come on over. Let's go.
Saying no.
Yep, Cassie, let's go. Interview. We got to talk about what a loser your husband is. Come on. She's definitely going to come over for that. She knows.
No, I don't think that she's in for this one.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
She's looking great, but the interview aspect is not looking good.
I mean, again, this goes back to, this is like Samira Nygaard stuff. I think that Matt had some serious dirt on her from like in high school or middle school or something that she did back in the day. And that's why they ended up getting married.
Matty Ice was 0 points. I think it was a -3, even though they won 3-0.
Well, I mean, you know, Adamski didn't contribute anything to this win. Like we know that
he was brought onto this team as like a charity aspect, right?
Well, you know, it's I did think that with our current administration, we got rid of diversity hires and diversity players on the team, but apparently that slipped through the cracks in this one.
It's been a blast, folks. We are here, the OTT Sports Network. I'm sorry I'm not going to be here for the final game tomorrow. I got actual real shit to do. But I'm Harry Haviland. Thank you, John Stetson. Thank you, Josh Hoffman. We've been having some fun tonight. We're at the Edge Ice Arena, and we're never going to quit. The OTT bringing it to you worldwide. Boys, it's been a blast.
Thank you, Javi. You're awesome. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, buddy.